Hey, Chief. Oh, man. You're the first as always. Oh, I hate knots. Somebody trying to put no knot in him. Yes, ma'am. There we go. How are you, Chief? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's already 11. It's very late. Yes, I had a somewhat of a outing. I was out all day. Chance I had some of a kind of like a date situation, and then some afternoon calls afterwards, and so here we are. Didn't expect it to be this late, but I had some recaps I had to do that I had forgotten about, so excuse me. It was good. Are you doing same thing? What do you mean, am I doing same thing? What you mean? And I'm good, good. I'm glad you're good. I will not be doing the sleep thing this evening. I'm going to bed. You know, because, you know, when you do the public lives, you be trying to sleep all cute. I'm trying, I'm going to go to sleep. So I'm going to sleep real, real good. I am asleep. I'm sleeping now. And so I probably will be on here maybe an hour and a half, maybe. I would like to be asleep by 2:30-ish. Because I got to get up at, I have an 8 o'clock call. Then I have a 10. Then I have a 12. So I've got some things to do tomorrow. So I do not intend to be on here all night. Hello, Arnibon. Anirbon, I think. Hey, Mike B. Hey, X, if Trump was in front of you, what would you say to him? Hello. Goodbye. Okay. Sean Hopkins. Asia, how you doing? I'm doing wonderful, Sean. How are you? Jimmy, hello, beautiful sweetheart. Hello, Jimmy. How are you? Okay, are you going to sleep? Good. Okay, you going to sleep? Bye. I will sleep later on. Not right now. Like, not at this exact moment. But, I will at some point. Hello. Hello, hello. Where am I from? I'm out of Atlanta, Georgia. Looking super cute tonight. Yes, I had like a little date situation. So, yeah. Where you from? 666. What is you talking about, Mika? Chief, you like Trump, yes or no? I mean, he's not my favorite. But to each is their own. I don't knock anybody for that. It's y'all's decision. Listen, remember we talked about the no judgment? That has to be across the board. You can't be like, then you start thinking it's like you judge, but then you don't judge. So it's like one of those, you may not like something that somebody does or any of that, but at the end of the day, we all have our own situations, right? We all live our own lives. Doing good, just waiting for the right person to come into my life. All right, Sean. She coming, honey. She coming. You guys, as long as you're doing the work and you're staying motivated and you're getting out there and doing some stuff, she's coming. And you're working on yourself, personal development, yeah. No. Let's date. Hey, big fan, how are you? Date night was good. Date night was really good. God bless you and your beautiful family. Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. I'm sorry I keep missing your live streams. It's okay, big fam. Understandable. I know Mika's possessed tonight. I guess I see. Cause she's usually Bible verses. Now she's 666. So default program. She needs to be reset. Let me take this blue wrench away from her and see if she reset. Sometimes that works. I think if you take the wrench away, it might reset. We need Jesus. Amen. Jesus saves us. Amen. Yes, Jimmy. Why are you so pretty? You have to ask God that, but thank you. I approve. I approve of this message, K Fresh. Thank you, K Fresh. Your forehead's a little exposed. This is a lot of exposed, isn't it? You know, foreheads, the size of your forehead dictates whether somebody's like pretty or sexy. I thought that's the craziest thing. I was like, interesting, just the forehead thing. Okay, like and subscribe. Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate that. There is no God. It was you was quoting scriptures earlier, Mika. Let me see here. Okay, let me just call God up. Yes, Chief, call him up. Tell him what you want. I got a bigger forehead. Bigger than mine? I don't know. I might could. Somebody asked, so what is one feature on you that you would change? One physical feature on your body that you would change? I got a fat head. I'm gonna let you sit out for a second until you like reset yourself. I didn't even like that statement, Mika. I did not like that at all. Hey God, you agree? My nose, I want it bigger. Oh goodness. Oh, a bigger nose. That's interesting. Okay. We can snap out of it, Lord. I rebuke the demon. Right, bring her back to her natural watery state. Amen. Amen. My nose is too big. My nose is too big. Okay, your nose is too big. Yeah. Right. Everybody has like one thing that they would change. So yeah. And initially, it wasn't my forehead, but as I'm getting older, I was like, it's a little larger than I thought. But it's also because I have my hair pulled back. Usually, I would have when I do ponytails, I try to put my ponytail up a little higher so it comes forward a little bit, so it's not as far back. And then it's also, it's just me. If I think I have a big forehead, then I have a big forehead. If I don't think I do, then I don't. So it all goes in the confidence in how you present yourself. Big forehead. But I always say I was like a big forehead. There's a lot of ideas in here, though. That's what it is. There's so many ideas in here. And if I let go of some of these ideas and put them into fruition and put them into work and let them go from ideas into action into physical, tangible things, then I think my forehead would shrink. Okay. Hi, Sarah. Hey, Sarah. How are you? If you keep going, you will be met with the consequences, and God will get involved. Amen. Oh, oh, is Mika back now? Yes. I was like, you know what? Let me fix this. I was like, I bet we can reset her real quick. Hey, Get Gooder. How are you? How are you, Get Gooder? Oh, goodness. I was not a... Oh, goodness. It's my rebuke. Man, what happened last night? I switched to a different stream last night, and I came back, and you were asleep. How late were you? I didn't stay up late last night. I was like, listen, I was tired. So tonight, I'm going to end the live, and I'm going to go to sleep, right? Because that thing you was doing, Mika, I was like, we need to reset. I was that was weird. I don't play like that. You was doing some extra stuff. Um, and so I was last night I was right. Right. I was but she said I will haunt you. I said, they gone. Listen, we not gonna do none of that. Cause I'm all about positive vibes and positive energy. But when you said that negative stuff right there, we don't do none of that. I don't do none of that. Okay? We can talk about all kinds of stuff in this chat. All kinds of stuff. But if it goes negative and it's almost like threatening, that's why I pull the plug. I will pull the plug every time. Cause she said something about haunting me or something. I was like, that did not sit right with my spirit. Let me think on it, Mika. Sheesh, Mika girl, where you become with this stuff? How'd your Q was like, get back to the story. Q always want to know some stuff. Why, Q? Why do you want to know how my date was? We're talking about the parts of our body that we don't feel that we like. But yeah, you're right, Get Gooder. I went to sleep on the live. So in an effort, Luke was on a couple days ago, and he mentioned that sleeping on the live, one, it does two things. It gives you kind of more public watch hours, and it's also soothing for people. So I was like, oh, well, I'll try it. So I did it twice now, and I got okay reviews. Nothing bad, nothing great or anything. But I do think it helps with my watch hours a little bit if anybody still stays on that long, because I don't know, I'm asleep, right? I don't know how long people actually watch it for. But I just thought that was really interesting. I said, because listen, if I start a live sleep stream and it blows up, baby, you ain't gotta tell me twice. You could who won't sleep on the live? I will learn to sleep really cutely. if I'm making bank from sleeping on the live, I said, look, I've been doing this wrong all this time. That's all I need to do is sleep. That's it. Listen, that's easy to do. Because when I go to sleep, I go to sleep. But I did forget this morning when I woke up. I was like, oh, we are still alive. I can't remember what I did. I think I said something. And then I kept getting, so this morning we had a tornado watch. So the thing kept beeping. So I'm sure whoever was on these sleeps, they heard all that stuff. All right, I have to go. Bye, Sarah. Do I want to bet? Age overthinking me. He's overthinking. I I'd be like, listen, she can play with Q like that all day long. You could, if you want to hunt Q, go ahead, be my guest. If you want to put a make a illusion. Q, how are you doing today? Q saying, doing good, Sean. What's good to you? Get better. They tell you that's not. They tell you that you snore. No, not that they told me that I was snore. They didn't say anything actually. Not that I know of. Probably because by the time I wake up, whoever was on is already off, and I'm missing some of the chats and stuff. I haven't gotten any bad reviews. I'll put it that way. But I don't think you. How can you get negative reviews for sleeping, right? I think Luke said maybe a little closer to the bed, so I did make it a little closer so you actually see me. And last night I slept towards the camera, which I normally don't do. I think I would rather sleep my butt towards the camera, but because I was on live, I actually slept this way towards the camera, so I don't know if that was any better. I don't know. But I also have big eyes, so I don't know what y'all saw. Because I think, you know what, like, if I remember correctly, I feel like somebody told me my eyes don't close all the way when I sleep. So I probably have like a little bit, I think maybe, I don't know. So, yeah. I don't think they close all the way. Get it back. I haven't said I'm good. Doing good. I don't know what WTV is. Making money while you sleep. Why not? Right. That's literally the definition of making money while you sleep. Yes, Misfit. You got it. To what Q has it feel to be blue. How long do you get the donation feature unlocked? We have a while. So I am currently at... We had to get like 4,000 watch hours, right? I think I'm just shy of 1,000. So I have a while to go. But if I go live every day, the way I've been going, I probably could get there at, and assuming, it gets progressively longer, or when more people hop on the lives or watch them back, I'm thinking maybe preferably 2 months at the most. But I would rather have it by the end of March. That would be great. That would be a nice end of a quarter, right? Starting in January, end at the end of March, be monetized. Boom. Check mark. Let's go to the next thing, that kind of thing. Yeah. But then, yeah. So then, okay, let's see here. Aysia, don't forget Sunday. Oh, for real? Damn. I forgot about that. Like, somebody said that the other day, and I remember, and then I forgot. So we lose. I was trying to go to church on Sunday, and I'm about to lose an hour. Guess I'll be going and leaving real quick. Or I'm going late. But at least, that sounds so bad. But you can use that as the excuse. I'm like, I ain't even know. The time changed. Here I am, getting up at church, getting to church at 9 o'clock. It's not even my fault. Time had changed. Guess my phone didn't switch over like it was supposed to. It's cool, Mika. Probably lose mine before the week's out. Poke that thing out. The covers for that. See what your eyes open. You did pretty. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know that to be true. I think so. Maybe. I mean, not like all the way open. No, I don't think so. You're right. You are so cool. I just thought it was funny. I thought maybe you forgot to turn the stream off or something. Oh no. That would have been funny, right? If you had night terrors during your sleep stream, that definitely get more views. I guess, but I don't think I have any. It was the first night was very peaceful. Like, I slept fine. And I guess if I would have turned the way I sleep like I normally sleep, I would sleep fine. But I think it's one of those things where people who have ASMR, people who like the comfortability of seeing other people sleep or listening to comforting sounds or being able to like watching over me, like almost essentially kind of like when you see a baby sleep and you're like, oh, look at the baby. And so I think it's kind of something like that. It's very soothing to watch for some people. So people do it. And then there are also people who monetize off of it. Like, like every time you put in $1 or something, then a alarm goes off or something, that would annoy me. So I don't have any desire to do any of that. Like try and wake me up while I'm sleeping. So I mean, guys do it. It is what it is. But yeah, I have no desire to do any of that. But I could do something along the lines of like, I could play around with my femininity in that regard. Like, we could have some fun with that one. But that would have to see if that's an actual thing that people would actually like to just see me sleep. I don't know. We learned about Hitler today. You know what I want to do? What do you want to do? You know what's interesting about Hitler is if they had just let him in art school, he'd have been an artist. That's what we learned about Hitler. But they didn't let him in, and so he took a completely different route. And I'm going to think that the person who denied him his art school was Jewish, I'm thinking. Because that's the only thing I can think of. Make a last chance. I don't know, I missed it too. So what you gonna give it back? Not with the stupid 666. You cheat, because I'm never gonna get her wrench back. April chill. Cause right now you've been talking, I'm talking to you, so be quiet. Why are you fighting with people in the chat, Mika, though? I'm just saying, anyways. Pretty sure. I heard you say my name in your sleep. Did you? Misfit? Did I? Oh, Misfit. These three are not looking. Well, what are they saying, Q? What are they saying while I'm sleeping? What are they saying? Join him? Join him? What are you talking about, Chief? Nah, just kidding. Chief trying to lose his wrench. And B, she's ignoring my question. I guess I'm irrelevant, so I'm gonna just leave. Mika, you like to be the center of attention, honey. You get mad when I don't give you any. That's that Leo in you. Hey, Mika, want to know when she'll get her wrench back. Oh, yeah. Yeah, everybody nobody want a wrench tonight, huh? I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. That's what I'm going to do. We'll try this again tomorrow. I was like, you know what? It's late anyway. It's almost 1 a.m. We don't have to do this. We could all just get off this live. We could all go to bed, have a really good night's sleep, have a full good night, right? Tomorrow, kids are almost. He said, right, we can have a full night's sleep and we can just try this again tomorrow. It's okay. We don't got to do this. We don't even got to do this. I was going to tell y'all about my day, but you know what? Maybe not. I don't know. Q, did you say what body part that you do not like? And then Mika, what's a part of you on your body that you do not like? Or you want to change, or you want to improve, or remove, or make it smaller? What? What you got? What you got, Q? Answer mine first. I don't want to answer because mine. Mika, you still matter. You still matter. What does that mean? Because Q was great for a lot longer than you. Literally, a lot longer than you. So what's the answer? I don't want to be gray. There's nothing wrong with being gray. God did me right. He could have made me a 6'4". Okay, so tight. Okay. So you would have rather been taller. Gotcha. Okay. But you're not tripping. Okay. Gotcha. Yes, Chief. I want to be blue. But what's one thing you could change physically, Mika? Physically, honey. I want to be blue. Why she sound like a Smurf? I want to be blue. God good. Chief, you're already 6 feet. You know how many men would love to be 6 feet? Q included. So you're fine. You're fine. Mm-hmm. I can change my behavior, how I act. I will change everything. But you didn't answer the question, Mika. Answer the question. I'm over 6 feet. Get gooder, you're that tall? Really? So poor Q. We call our short kings blessed, though. So what God doesn't give you in one direction, He can give you in another. So I'm sure he's fine. He's fine. I am 6'3". Really? Wow. Okay, get gooder. I would have not guessed that for you. All right. Still waiting on that growth spurt at 40. Everybody has their thing, right? Everybody has their thing. It makes you good in a different way, right? Because it causes you to have to use something else. You know, well, most people have this. Okay, well then use that. Damn, someone taller than me by 3 inches. I'm 5'5". Good height. Yeah, that's a good height, Mika. Mm-hmm. What's one thing you would change though, Mika? Or are you already perfect? And there's nothing you would change about you. Hey, tall people are not good at things like running, or maybe I'm just not good at running, lol. Nothing I would change. Ooh, Mika. That's interesting. Okay. True measurement of a man's height is from the shoulders up. Okay. So how tall are you, Misfit? Did you say? Average. So is that like 5'8"-ish? Is that average? What is the average height for a man? I don't know. Ain't nothing average about this one over here. Ain't nothing average about me. I'm tiny. I'm petite. Yeah. Big forehead. Size 0. Look like I'm 12. You know. There's nothing average over here. Let's see here. Because well, soccer no more. I guess I put this year. You said. I used to get that. I used to get they said, "How old are you, 12?" And I think at that time, I don't get 12 anymore, but I used to get 12. Like, "How are you, 12?" And I used to be like 19, and they'd be like, "Oh, you got a man? If you don't get out of my face." What is wrong with you? I would get those, the R. Kelly ones quite often, actually. They would, make a joke about my age and then immediately follow up with like, "You got a man?" Sir, did you just not think I was 12? Ain't that weird? That's not weird? That's not the game you want to play. And I would be like, that's not cool. Mm-mm. So I was like, dang. Mm-mm. But then I used to get, I think now I get like maybe 18, 19. Because I went to, we drove to Augusta today. And I've met this lady several times. She's as cute as can be. And I was just like, I didn't even reply back. I know I said like, "Thank you." But then I was like, Aysia, you grown. You don't need to be as cute as can be. But I was okay with being cute for a very long time. Missing a spot in bed. Bro took you to a plantation. Augusta? No, so he's an engineer for radio. So first we went back because that's why I interned in radio. So that's where we met. So we went back down memory lane. So it took me back to radio, and then we walked the halls of the radio station. And it's so completely different from. I mean, some stuff is the same, but a lot of it's different. Oh, I never signed the thing. Oh, I gotta tell him I didn't sign the paper. There's a plaster on the wall for the radio station where everybody has signed it, and I forgot to sign it because we were looking for a pen and I didn't sign it, so I need to go back and sign it. So I was like, dang it, okay. So I need to do that. But anyway, so we walked the halls and just so different. A lot of people who work from home got fired, no longer work there. All the things were moving and all that kind of stuff. And then after that, we went to, then we got some snacks because, I'm snack girly. Let me see what we got here. Nope, that's the second trip. So apparently this is the new one. I didn't even know they made a queso. So I'll try those later. My cashews. And I don't know if y'all have ever tried these, but they're so good. These blueberry almonds. Yo. Y'all get these. Make sure y'all get these. Tell them I sent you. They are delicious. So anyway. So we drive to You mess up my story, Mika. Hold on. Hey, Boss Stacks. Fire from working at home, huh? He's got ADHD. Why? I can't even tell you about the date. That's all you care about, Q. Why is look? Ain't you? I thought you was in bed with Mika right about now. Why are you worrying about? What you worry about me? And with bro. Well, I'm at the bed. Good night. Good night, Chief. I thought you said someone got fired. No, I was saying that when I was at radio, walking the halls in the radio station, how many people were don't work there anymore. I have this joke about radio. It's the mafia. You will have a job one day and you'll come back and then they will say you don't have a job. They will walk you out and your things are out already. They've already packed your stuff and your stuff is out. That's what I'm saying. Like radio is cutthroat. You may get saved the first time, you may get saved the second, that third one, that fourth one, you know what I mean? Like you just don't know because that's how radio works. Even if you're a personality, unless you are having really good books, you probably are not safe. And generally what used to happen, it's kind of changed a little bit now because they've gotten rid of the talent. But what it used to happen was every time the regime changed in radio, I mean like Democrat to Republican, the station would change. Like if you had a 5,000 watt station, which is a smaller station. So a 5,000 watt station is generally the stations that are within the range of that city. They don't really go too far outskirts. If you have a 10,000 or 100,000 watt station, those are the ones that are throughout the whole state that you can kind of go anywhere in the state and then you can hear them. But a 5,000 watt station is the smaller stations. So anyway, those can flip depending upon who's in office and where their funding is going to come from, right? Who is going to actually spend money on those stations. So when I was there, it was an urban station. And then when the regime changed back then, who had gotten office? Oh my gosh. That was 2007-ish. I want to say, I don't think Obama was in that. I don't think so. I think Obama was after that. So maybe like the George Bush era, maybe around there. And then it would change to like sports radio. And then when Obama got in, then it went back to urban. And so it would kind of flip-flop for a while. So now when Trump's in there, they are still urban, but there's no local talent though. So because there's no local talent, I guess they'll keep it. And so it's almost like across the board radio is changing where unless you are doing really good numbers and really good books, they won't keep you on as the top for that market. So we were in Augusta, but Augusta has Fats and Share in the morning. So they've been the top of the market for years. 25, 30 years. So they're not going anywhere. So they're live in person. Because they're live in person, the office is live in person, right? So they have sales reps in there. They have oh god, I can't think. Not the general manager, but the head people in charge are there. You have your engineers there and stuff because it is an active market and they have local talent there. So that's where we drove there so that he could help them out with their stuff. But it was good. So we did that. Then we left and we got out to eat. And we went to, where did we go to? We went to a restaurant at the Marriott. Augustino's, I think, something like that. But it was okay. I didn't love my food, but I chose it, so I ate it. I have to change my mind sometimes. I didn't quite love it. Hey, Yashua. What do you mean by there's no local talent? No local talent, meaning in radio, you may have somebody, just like, think about like when you have a news, like you have a news program, and the person that's the news anchor would be the local talent. So when there is no local talent in radio, that means there is no local person who's like, hey, my name is Asia, and I am at 103.1 Atlanta FM. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And so if they change and they get rid of all the local talent, all you just hear is either syndication, which is the like Steve Harvey in the morning is like syndication, but it's like nationwide, right? Or you have the Breakfast Club. Then they just change it, instead of having a local talent person there. Then they have the syndication. So then you have, yeah, Breakfast Club. Then you have the D.L. Hughley's. Then back when Michael Basin, back when he was on. So those would be the syndicated shows, and then you just pick one of those up and you just pay them people. Hey, we're just gonna take your market and we'll do that. Or you just hear songs, and outside of the song, then you hear the advertisements or the commercials. So that's what I mean by local talent. Anyway, so yeah. Ooh, let me see here. What did I miss? Turned out is what does that mean? Turned out. Not sure what that means. Q. 500 watt, 5,000 watt. It switches based on the election, or unless you're self-made and generate your own sub base. So Mose would have hit Asia. What do you mean Mose would have hit Asia? Huh? What you mean? I don't know what that means. What you mean, Q? So a 500 what? What do you mean 500 watt station versus 5,000 watt station? I don't think there is a 500 watt station. If you have a 500 watt station or a 600 watt station, that's a very small station. So that would almost be like somebody inherited that, because it's that small tower or something. Somebody inherited that. That's part of like a like a church. Because our church, back when I was real little, we had a church that had a radio station. So you may have something like that. But generally 5,000 watt station. And you can go to radiolocator.com and look at the radio locators, and it'll tell you how much bandwidth that has. And it gives you different circles, and it'll tell you, okay, based on this, you can hear it really, really good. But if you're out on this outskirts here, then it kind of gets a little fuzzy. And then if you're on the main outskirts, then you hear nothing. And so that's how you can kind of gauge the wattage of the station, and it'll tell you the depths of each station. But generally, the larger the station, and if they have local talent, and if they're number one in their books, they will keep that local talent because it's making them money, and they are making money off of those radio advertisements and those commercials, because they can say live, hey, I'm so-and-so here, and I think you should come down and get so-and-so at your taxes, or make sure you sign up with JJ's Flowers, because we just had Valentine's Day, and that's the thing to do. Or if you come in, let's say Q wants to sell his real estate, and I'm like, hey, y'all, maybe Q comes in and has an interview in-house on air. And so people's like, hey, Q, I heard you on air about that wholesale with real estate. You know what? I was just looking because I'm ready to sell my house. Oh, really? And so now Q has more business, right? Because he came in with the radio, and because I'm live on air talent, he got more business, right? Mika was like, hey, she needed some, help with the hospital or something. It's like, so-and-so, like, if you get hurt in a car accident, come straight on over to Mika Hospital. She can, heal you and stretch you out and do some other stuff. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. So everybody has, you have more of a interaction when you have local talent on the radio. That's all I'm saying. Radio eventually cause aliens to find us. I'm pretty sure they're already here. Let's see here. Most would have hit. I don't know what that means. Oh, that makes sense. Thank you for explaining. You're welcome, Joshua. You said bro took you to Son's Burger Shop. I did not say that. August Alcina's or some shit you didn't like. No. He took me to Agostino's, which was inside of the Marriott. So it's a nice restaurant. It's essentially like a Roof Chris that's in a hotel, right? So it's Agostino's, but it was an Italian restaurant. It was good food, but my choice, I didn't like the choice I picked. I chose, because I'm vegetarian, right? I had two choices. I had gnocchi, which is like potato and something else, and then I got the spinach and mushroom ravioli. Well, I don't really like mushrooms. So when I got spinach and ravioli mushroom, I was thinking that the mushrooms would be on the top and then I would have spinach within the ravioli. But when I bit into the ravioli, it still had mushrooms in it as well. So I would open the ravioli and I would take the mushroom out of it and then I would just eat the spinach ravioli. But they had these things right here. These garlic, what you call these things? Garlic, I don't know, garlic sticks or something. Garlic bites, I think. Which are, they're very good, by the way. They are like little mini mozzarella sticks without all the extra breading that you normally would get on a mozzarella stick. So that's what is on here. And then it does come with, of course, marinara sauce. But I actually like it by itself. So I've been down in these. It's real good. That's it. So yeah, that's good. And then we had cheesecake for dessert. It was good. Hello there, gorgeous. Hello. Oh, it's good. Hello, Alan. I'm gonna go home. I think you are home, honey. You need to sell a house. Get a nigga $4,700. Let me see. Oh my gosh, hold on. Where am I? Boss Tax. I'm 1 year and 2 months into marketing degree. But with you, I will be ready before I graduate. Absolutely. What you want to know, Boss Tax? I need to tailor these conversations to talk about topics anyway. So at some point, we're going to get back to topics. But in the interim, yes. The hours are going by. Time out for 10 seconds. Cue up in the background. I'm pretty sure that octopus are aliens. Let's make you, yeah. Go ahead and do what you need to do, Q. Misfit. Y'all hilarious. Protest. I'm gonna protest. Black Lives Matter. How was the overall date? The overall date was good. It was really good. We had a lot of interesting conversations. So he is older than me. He's 40. I was like, 40? I was like, oh, you old. I did ask him the same question. He has 2 teenagers. And I said the same thing. I said, hey, do you want more children? He said, well, I'm in a good place. He said, if she wants more children, I'll have more kids. He said, if she doesn't want more kids, I already got 2. So I'm cool either way. Good answer. Good answer. You know, this is a good answer. Yeah, so I like that. And then we talked about, just life stuff. But it was good because, we've grown a lot. We were babies. When we met, I think we met in 2000 and, what did he say? 2007, I think. So now we're in 2025. So that was like 18 years ago. So he sent me a picture of when the first picture we took together, and then the picture took tonight. Babies. But yeah, it was good. We had a good conversation, good flow. Gentleman opened all my doors, paid for everything. Yeah, it was good. Then on the way back, we stopped and got more snacks. And I think he wanted to extend the date, so he asked me if I needed anything. So we ended up going to CVS and Walgreens. And I was like, I do need some Kleenex. So we got some Kleenex. And then I got some more snacks. My other favorite snacks. I got a brush to brush this hair, because you know, you see me. And then I got my other favorite snacks. And when we were at the thing, he got me a rose at the at CVS. I was like, oh, that's so sweet. So yeah, it was cute. It was cute. But yeah. Very respectful, very honest, very open. I did ask him about traveling, you know, long distance traveling, dating and stuff. He was like, he's fine with that. He travels for work. Makes sense to me. Hey, what about having a woman who makes substantially a lot more money than you? He was like, I don't have a problem with that. He was like, because I know that I'm secure in my masculinity. We talked about masculinity and femininity a lot. And he was like, I know that I can do a lot of things that that support that, even if she does make more money. There are a lot of things that I know that I do in that space, right? Because he's an engineer, right? So anything like he probably gonna fix this laptop I got over here. So we don't have to worry about that no more. I need some updates on some stuff. You know, so he's good in that regard. Car stuff, you know, anytime I had car stuff, he always took care of my car stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna practice. Let me see. Luke, y'all need to chill. Aren't there kids in here sometimes? Rated R stuff needs to be private. Just saying, unless the stream's 18 and older. Yes, Luke. Technically, the stream is 18 and older, but they're still coming in somehow. So, but I haven't really been reading chat this evening. She doesn't like bro. Why you say that, Q? Who's being R-rated? Asia, please tell me when I'm getting it back before I get off here, child. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. I have no questions currently. I'm still going over your videos. Oh, okay. Black Lives Matter. That means hell no, Asia, bro. Why would you say that? Why can't people just be, you know? Why you have to just be hitting? Nah, he wants a dog. Huh? You're never gonna answer my question. Mika, it's only been 50 minutes. It hadn't been 50 minutes, because... my man. Hi, my man. What kind of random shopping spree you put you on? What do you mean? It wasn't a random shopping spree. But I told him, I said, hey, I flew in. So he said, oh, you flew in. Okay, do you want to... would you like me to take you to the store just to see if you need any toiletries, which I thought was very thoughtful, right? Because I am traveling, you know? That's what I mean. How are you so successful and make money? What did he say? Oh, I do concerts and large events. Asia, bro, have his own opinion or just echo yours. No, he did, because he did kind of counteract some of my stuff. And I thought about some of the stuff that we say on these lives. And so he agreed with some of the stuff and he disagreed with some of the stuff, which I thought was good. You know, I was like, okay. I was like, all right. I like that. And then he's very, you know, he's secure in himself. He was like, I'm just me. And he's calmed down a lot, because he used to be kind of on the hyper end. But he's calmed down a lot. So I thought that was cool. But yeah, it was good. We had a good conversation. So I did, you know, sit back and kind of think about some things and kind of, you know, we did have some, like, you know, flashbacks, like, remember when, and Yeah. Just turning porcelain on Mika, right. Motel 6. We'll leave the light on for you. I feel like I want some more of these, but I don't want to, radio might be the one. You know, it's only the second day, right? So this is where it gets interesting. So I did have a friend of mine that did message me today and say, when are you coming to Toronto, Canada? And you know, I thought about that thing. Never been to Canada. Mm. I think I need a trip to Canada. So yeah. So we are in exploring mode. It's good. We're getting out. We're asking the questions. We're getting our toe in the water. So we're starting off light. We're seeing what that looks like. I think it's good. Especially if you haven't dated in a while and you go back. Right. If you know somebody for a long time, sometimes you like go back and be like, could that be a thing? You know. So I had those kind of moments I kind of sat with and kind of thought and contemplated and all that kind of stuff. So I think that was it's good to kind of go back and see where I was then and where I'm at now and what values I'm looking for now, what things have changed, what things that I would still go for and what things that I wouldn't go for. So yeah, it's been interesting. Yeah, I'm just very new at the dating, right? Someone's like, how Stella got her groove back, right? I'm just now getting back out there, so I can't be like, okay, I'm sold. Date number 2. Let's see here. I gotta go in a few minutes. All right, Mika. Y'all knew each other for years though. Right. Years though. Never like that. You'll get it back. You just want. I don't know who to be tonight though. Would you want a long distance relationship? I've had so many though. I've had so many. It would have to be that there was actual effort in there. There's 150,000 in Atlanta. You're going to Toronto. We're dating. What's the problem? I don't understand. There's 8 billion people in this world, and you want to stay in this spot over here? You have this whole entire world. My name is Aysia. Don't that sound like she meant to be international? That's all I'm saying. That's my name. My name is Aysia. It's the biggest continent there is. I should at least go to Asia and check out my chances. You have not, because you asked not. Can we not explore a little bit? You know? That's all I'm saying. How do you know if you haven't explored? Right? Y'all never traveled? Has any of you been outside the country though? Who is Alicia? Who is Alicia? Nothing wrong with exploring. Thank you, Blue. We are lifelong learners. At least I'll say I am. I am a lifelong learner. Right. Who is Alicia? If that was that's not helping, Mika. Who is Alicia? All the way wrong. That ain't even a little bit wrong. That's all the way wrong. I ain't got no L's in my name. No Aysia, nothing. You want kids though. You want dad to be thousands of miles away. I say there are no strings, right? I have no strings. I have no attachments. I lived in Atlanta, yes. I had a house there, yes. I had a dog. He's gone. I got rid of that. The house is gone, right? I can move. There is nothing that keeps me in any spot. If I wanted to move to Bali, I could do that. If I wanted to move to Canada, I could do that. If I want to go back and live in Atlanta, I can do that. I don't have any children, right? So, right, if I met a man and he was like, hey, okay, I can do that. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot more flexibility in my situation. So if there's something that, Asia wants to move to Canada, then yeah. I'm not saying I moved to Canada, though. Probably not. But I've never been to Canada. So I can't tell you if I would or not. And then I like to fly, so I like to travel. The one in Canada, I have no idea. He has his children are grown, okay? So I'm sure he probably and I say that like, hey, I'm going to Canada, but he's probably like you in the regard of I'm assuming he's probably done with kids too. Like his children are well in their 20s, I would say. So I'm pretty sure I guess he's done. I don't know. I don't know. I never asked him. But, he extended the olive branch. That's all I know. The farthest I've got was the stop sign. Oh my God. So none of y'all have ever been out the country except for Mika? Bring her with you after work. What we gonna do? I'm just gonna watch y'all. No bound. Gotcha. Would you date younger, like 10 years or so? Who is 10 years younger than me? 10 years younger would be 28. Ooh. I think that might be too young. 28. I think that might be too young. Only because I think he's at 28. I think you're still wanting to play and enjoy life and experience things and all that stuff. And I'm probably wanting some different things from what you're wanting. But I think about the Mariah Careys and the Nick Cannons of the world and the who else? Lisa Bonet and Aquaman. You know what I mean? And the Demi Moores and Ashton Kutchers, I think they start off real hot and heavy, but at some point, I don't know how well that will last. Because I think at some point, he's going to get to a point where it could be the opposite. Well, I'm a little older, but I still want children. It could be they probably, well, no, Mariah and them had children together. I don't know. Maybe he still wants to live out his youth, and he still wants to hang out with his friends. I don't know what the case is, but I think it's one of those things where that may change. I don't know. It all depends on the person. Yeah, I think so. I'm not sold on that big of an age gap just yet. That's what I'm saying. I think an extensive age gap for um, two individuals on those ends like that, right? Like she's cougar status, and he's like, I mean, probably like intimacy wise, it's probably really good, but outside of that, like common interests, I think that's where we start to differ. That's what I mean. What does that look like? What do our interests look like? What is, you know, somebody who's 28 and somebody who's almost 40? And then, you like, hey, I want to hang out. Who are we hanging out with? Because now we have different friends, right? Because I'm not going to hang out with your friends at 28, right? So, because that's not going to be the atmosphere that I want to be in, and the conversation I probably want to be a part of, because that's whatever y'all are talking about or discussing. I've probably been there, done that already, right? And so I would be like that third wheel, or that might be a little awkward. And then you coming into my circle, what does that look like? So I think that's where all those social situations, I think that's when it starts to change and it starts to look a little different. But yeah, intimacy wise, I'm sure that's probably great. But outside of that, all the other things, what does that look like? Right? Like when you are around your friends, what kind of conversations do you have, right? And then when you're with your lady and she's with her, like, yeah, I think those are just completely different social circles. Sleep with the desk, somebody do something. Oh, gotcha. Right? You understand that now, right, Q? Yeah. I just think as you get older, those things they just don't. Because I watched this guy the other day, and he said, listen, he said, I can't, don't mix your friends. He was like, I'm an introvert. He said, but I tried to mix my ratchet friends with my business friends, and that thing is all messed up now. I was like, oh, no, we can't do that. We don't do that. He said, because now my ratchet friends trying to have ratchet businesses. And my business friends think that, I was like, oh gosh, right. Yeah, some circles some circles you just cannot mix. So Bill Belichick won a Super Bowl before his girlfriend was born. Yeah, right. And so what does that look like? I can guarantee you, Bill Belichick's girlfriend and him go to his stuff. I can guarantee you he's not going to her stuff. We don't go down. We'll go up, but we don't go down. So if he's with me and I might go to like a family function, right? To catch the vibes, and they'll be like, oh my gosh, she looks so young. So because I look young, I can pass for that. But energetically, the way that I'm talking, the way that I feel, I know I would be like probably uncomfortable. But I will, because of my um, just in the way that I am and my delivery of things, I probably can fit in situations that I probably would be fine with, but that doesn't mean I like love it though, right? So I think that would be the difference. And I would probably do it once or twice, but I know I probably wouldn't enjoy continuing to do that. And especially like not with his friends, or let's say his friends want to come over and hang out, and I just that has to be a conversation for sure. That has to be probably several conversations. If you mix everything, it's going to be a circus, right? Right, everything, yeah. All right, I got to go take care of this patient. Hope y'all have a great night. Stay prayed up. I love y'all. Good night, Mika. So, yeah. That's all I'm saying. Sheesh. All right, what other question do y'all have? I'm going to stay on about 30 more minutes and we're going to hop off. Oh no. Oh, hold on. I didn't even know it was unplugged. My bad. Oops. I did not know it was unplugged. All right. Glad to have front seat of your dating journey. It's interesting. So, what questions do you have, and why do you think it's interesting? Is it from a different perspective, from a female perspective, from an older woman's perspective? Why is it interesting? Where are you based out of? I am currently in South Carolina, but I'm based out of Atlanta, Georgia. But I mean, I'm traveling now, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna stop saying that, right? I'm just traveling. Next stop is. Oh, just kidding. It's not gonna be Canada yet. No, I'm gonna wait a little while before it becomes Canada. That would have to be way more conversations. And I say that like jokingly. It sparked my interest. I feel intrigued. But I met him in November, and so we had some chats about some things. And it was interesting because when I met him at a conference, and he didn't particularly care for the speaker. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, really? I like him. I said, he's a little tough pill to crack or swallow. You know what I mean? Like, his personality is a little extra. But now I find myself like sitting back and thinking about the group that I was in. I was like, I don't particularly am fond of some of the things that I'm seeing as well. And I was like, you know what? I'm pulling back from that group as well as I'm getting a little older and seeing different things, and energetically it's just not aligning with kind of where I am currently. So I'm feeling a little different. And so it's interesting in that dynamic because I kind of was like, I think this is a good group for you. You know, I think it's a good fit. But now I'm like, maybe. I think it's still a good group. It's just some of the delivery that I don't particularly align with now energetically in the way that I'm moving. And I'm getting to a space where if I don't really like something, usually I would find a way to do it. But now I'm like, I really don't want to. I feel like I'm about to hurt some people's feelings in 2025. But it must be done. Because you're not supposed to be everybody's friend. Everybody's not supposed to be your friend, and you're not supposed to be everybody's friend. Because that's exhausting. You should pick and choose your friends. And pick and choose what you do. And don't do anything that you don't energetically feel like you have to do, right? And then if something happens, just know that you own that, you know? Meaning if somebody, you know, like if you say, like if somebody says, hey, come see me, and you don't see them, and then something happens, they get sick or something, or they pass away or something, then you just have to own that. He's like, I had the chance and I didn't do it. You just got to own that. But other than that, yeah, if you don't feel inclined to it, then don't do it. Because there's 3 things on my plate right now. I was like, oh, Aysia, you knew you should turn that down. You knew you should turn that down, and you didn't do it. And so now you sit here and look at you. Somebody feeling about to get hurt, and I say somebody's feeling about to get hurt, and they may not feel bad about it at all. So I'm saying it, somebody's feelings get hurt, but it may be just fine. Sometimes we put that stuff in our head that we think, you know, if I do this, somebody's gonna feel bad. They might be just fine. Because there's a group that I thought I was just gonna, you know, be a part of, and I was just gonna pay some money into it and be done with it, not realizing it was gonna be like an ongoing thing. We meet multiple times, and so that's not necessarily what I had envisioned in my brain when I had signed up for it. And so I'm gonna start pulling back from that one as well. And I think that's causing my misalignment because, you know, spiritually my body's like, you know, you don't want to do this, and so I be kicking and screaming. If I don't love something, I do not want to do it, and that has been one of my biggest battles about stuff. Like, if I have to love it, if I don't love it, I do not want to do it. Kicking and screaming, ooh, I don't want to do it. Okay, so try Cali first. I just came from California. I was in California in November. I was in LA. California is very pricey, by the way. Let's not forget that part. You can't just hang out. You can't just randomly go in California and just hang out. Oh no. Not when Burger King is almost $20. You can't say that. I got a like a veggie pho bowl and it was $22. I'm like, this is noodles. Y'all charge $22 for noodles? There's nothing even in here. All right, just seeing the female perspective and the thought process behind it. I just see a baddie, and she was, oh, yeah. There's so much more to it than that. Just, yeah. I mean, I guess back in the day when you've seen a guy, you'd be like, oh, yeah. Because I started about online dating as well, but I still like the odds of doing the physical things because you get to be in their presence, right? You get to have that feeling, get to be in that energy and kind of see what stands out for you, see what comes up for you energetically, how you're feeling about something. Just the mannerisms, right? Like I was like, oh, I didn't ask him to open any of my doors. He just did that, right? So that lets me know, okay, that's good. He probably did it before. I just wasn't aware of it. I wasn't remembering it. But he probably did it before. His lines of questioning were along the lines of the things that we discuss here. I try not to be in Q's calls it Jamal. And so I thought about that today. And I think I'm going to rename her to Jamela. Because I'm not a Jamal, but I'll take Jamela. So I've narrowed it down to 3 characters in role play. Because we talked about role playing last night. So Jamela is going to be my boss babe, right? So she's going to be that hard, gotta get it, consistent, show up, do it, be that chick kind of mentality, get that boss vibes. That's gonna be Jamela. Then we're gonna have Jade, and Jade is gonna be that like dark feminine energy, that sexiness, that mysterious vibe. Okay. Then we have Ellie, and Ellie is gonna be like the girl next door, that kind of vibe. So we'll kind of play with those 3, kind of see what comes up for us. I think Ellie's gonna have a little bit of an accent too. Probably, yes. Okay, let's see. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Okay. Your feelings might get hurt. All is fair in love and war. Ooh. When were you in Los Angeles? So I was in Los Angeles in November of last year. I stayed there for about a week. Spent, money. That is not a Jew. And that was my first time in California, so I was like, ooh, yeah. So next time I go back to California, I need, it's gonna be, and I think they tend to do stuff in California, which is okay, but I think the next time they want to do Disneyland, I'm like, ooh, I don't know about Disneyland, because I can already see that price tag, and I'm like, do I want to pay that price tag though? And then with all the fires, like I don't live there, so you let me know from the airport to Disneyland if I see any kind of fires and debris from all that stuff that happened. I don't want to see any of that. I don't know if it's still gonna be in the air. Is it still gonna smell? I mean, Are the fires stopped? Are they still burning? Like, I haven't really watched the news in a while because now there are fires in Myrtle Beach. So I'm curious, um have the fires even stopped in California? I don't even know. Let me see. I'm in Oakland. It's not too bad. Okay. Which part of Los Angeles? I don't know what part of Los Angeles. You know, I'm not from there, so it's just all Los Angeles to me. But that's what somebody else was like. When Los Angeles was burning, it was like, you know, it's just Los Angeles is kind of large. Okay, I can't gauge it. All I know is Los Angeles, and I'm seeing miles upon miles. So I don't really know. I can't really gauge. Don't have any clue. Los Angeles is a huge area. Okay. Yeah, so I was just curious if if you drive from the airport to Disneyland, will you see the devastation along the way? That's my only question. If it's yes, then I don't want to go to because it's gonna be in Disneyland this year. Last year we had it at the Sheraton. The Sheraton somewhere. The Sheraton in Anaheim. It was in Anaheim last year. So that's where we were. Anaheim. But I think this particular time is supposed to be in Disneyland or at Disneyland. And then I'm also not necessarily like a big fan of Disneyland because I don't have no kids. So, and the history of Disneyland is anyway. I'd have fun with Ellie. Probably. I think Ellie should have like a British accent. Like Ellie should be like yeah. Girl next door, kind of shy, kind of you know, shy, but also maybe like a little bit like tomboyish. Yeah, that would be Ellie. I'm gonna play around with them characters a little bit. Hold on. And this is the outfit I wear. Well, I don't well. I mean, I ain't wear nothing special. Nothing special, just jeans and a shirt. I wear heels though. But I knew we were traveling, so there was no need to dress up. Oh, there we go. Right on my hair. All right, you sleep in your wig, girl. It's a ponytail. And yes, I do. Because I don't be wanting to take it off and put it back on. Because you know them little clamps in here, like when you put them clamps in here, I don't want to do all that. So, put it back up in the hair. Like this. Then I take my wraps like this. Because the tension on my hair is not tight. And I like it that way. And so if I were to take it off and on and off and on and off and on, then I would have to re-gel it because it's really, like, it's hard. I gel that junk down. And so I could probably, I felt a little bit of an itch today, but I think I could probably rock this for another maybe 3 or 4 days before I think I'm going to have to actually do anything else to it. So as long as it lays flat, you can let it ride. So, you know what I mean? And that way in the morning, I have an 8 a.m. meeting, a 10 a.m. and a 12. So that's one thing I don't have to worry about is this hair. And we're gonna take this. And I just take it here, put this in here, suck it up like that, pull it over like this, and because it's heavy, I could wrap it this way today. Where's my little oh, look at there we go. And that's it. That way I can sleep. And that way, because it's laying kind of flat, I can lay like this. Lay like this. I want you to move too much now. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Alright. Got a little faux hawk up here. Some point. Yeah, at some point I'll probably make it into a faux hawk. We're gonna get to some really cute hairstyles at some point. Right now I'm just rocking the pony. The pony, yoni, 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 yoni. Let's see here. My baby mama do it too. Gotcha. Perfect planning prevents poor performance. Yes. That way we don't have to worry about none of that. Tomorrow we are good to go. We just sleep. And yeah. Okay. Airport to Anaheim will not pass Malibu or altitude. Okay. All right. Thank you. That's from LAX, or is that from Ontario? Okay. Let's see here. You're better off just not going to Cali as a whole. I'd have fun with Ellie. Oakland is not too bad when we're in Los Angeles. Your feelings might get hurt. Okay, I think I read all that already. Oh no. Okay, yeah. So yeah. That's where I'm at. That's what we're doing. It was a good day. It was very informative. Yeah. We talked about, religion and a little bit our stances on religion. And, you know, yeah, it's good. Do you have any other questions for me? We'll stay on about 10 more minutes and then we'll hop off and call it a night. I will let you all get some rest and get you some good old sleep. We're going to sleep good tonight because we're going to get off at a decent hour and we will all convene tomorrow. So we have about 10 more minutes. Perfect timing because it's almost 2 o'clock my time. I am in America, Eastern Standard Time. So yeah. Q, where you at? Are you asleep already? And then I think I asked y'all, did y'all have passports? Has anybody been out the country? And then God's wrath. How many children do you have? And how old are you? Get good or yes. I'm gonna call it live at about 2 o'clock. Which is about 10 minutes from now. Do you need a passport now or just a real ID? If you go out of the country, you're gonna need a passport. That's a non-negotiable. I think I need to get a real ID, but I don't have one. I'm like, But I use my passport for most things, so I don't know. I thought they were changing to just need a real ID as opposed to a passport? Is that something America's doing? America's doing some weird stuff these days. That sounds weird. You know, that sounds weird. They've been trying to mess up stuff on purpose. I don't know what the agenda is and why. But I think I know why. Do you have kids or want them? Yes, I want children. I do not have any. And so, I am looking to have children. I want at least 2. But I think I'd be okay with 1. But I think I would want 2. Only because I do think 1 child may be lonely, you know. Because I'm an only child from my father, but I have 2 sisters, so I have like both. Me and Asia plan on having a 5. Get good, a 5? Who would have 5? Who was popping out 5 babies? Are we having quintuplets? Are we doing a 1 and done quickly? Are we doing like triplets and then you know? Now, if I was that type and you had met me, I don't know, 20 years ago. Yeah, maybe 20 years ago. I may have been more so on like 4. I would have probably been more sold on 4 kids. Yeah, we got 4 kids, absolutely. But now, that doesn't even sound like fun. Just barefoot and pregnant for the next, because in order for me to have 7, that's like 9 years of my life. Just pregnant. I'm exaggerating, but I feel like it's gonna feel like that. And then your body can never really take time to heal itself because you keep turning around and getting knocked up again. Why'd you put it off? I thought that I was, I thought I was doing something, right? I just thought, I was like, well, I'll do it later. And then time just kept going. Time goes by fast, And, being in the entertainment stuff with like concerts and tours, they rather you not have any children. And so I was at a good age to do it. And then after I did that, yes, please like and subscribe. Thank you, Lord Kelvin. And then after they like and subscribe, yes, like and subscribe. And then I forgot what I was saying. Excuse me. And then once you're on tour and stuff, then once I got off tour, then I started doing other little projects and stuff. Now I'm on, blues shows and stuff. I don't tour like I used to, but it was easier to kind of keep it moving. Like I can bounce around, right? Like if I had a child, obviously I wouldn't be bouncing around like I am now. But now I feel like I have the chance. And then I had a dog for a long time, and so my dog essentially was my baby. So I didn't feel the need to have a child. I was like, oh, I got this dog. He already enough. I don't need nothing else. And so now that he's gone, I was like, oh, I guess I think you really did still want children. And I like to say that once I seen Rihanna, like after she got in her 30s and then she decided she wanted to settle down and have children, I like the fact that I was like, oh, I can still do that. I still have time to do that. And so now I'm still in that headspace of, yeah, I can still do that. I still have time to do that. I may be older, but I don't look my age, and I think that plays to my benefit. And then also the fact that once I've experienced life and I've done a lot of things, and I've had some travel. So having children, I won't feel like I missed anything or I'm wasted. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people will say like they had children so young at that time and they didn't get to experience anything. And so now once they're older and the kids are empty, they're empty nesters. Now they go out and explore. And so I'm essentially kind of doing it a little backwards now. Like I want to do all the exploring and all that stuff now, and then I'll have the children, and then we'll still have some experiences, but they won't be the same as they are now. And then I probably would get to a place where I would probably homeschool, because I don't think I really want them in public school like that. Because it's just a different mindset and the different things that you'll learn outside of, public school and stuff. Like if you're going for the community part of the public school, then that's one thing. But like the actual like what you learn in there, I probably could get more insight on that instead of them going to school. Do I perform at concerts? Good question, Joshua. So I generally do not perform at the concerts. I am the background person. So I am the one who does the social media, the marketing, hotel accommodations, occasionally phones if I have to, like if I need to answer some phones or stuff. Logistics. Sponsorship packages, wrap-ups for sponsorship. I need to finish that. We had a lady who was a sponsor for us, and I need to finishing her fulfillment report. We do radio tracks. We do sight lines, VIP tickets, and all kinds of stuff. So I'm behind the scenes, but I do quite a bit. Kids are good for your soul, absolutely. And so today I found out, which really kind of hurt, that they are moving up my Kenya trip to April. And I was like, I just found out it is literally March 5th going on March 6th. It's March 6th. So today would be my dog's birthday. He would have been 17 today. Oh, my baby. And so, the kids, I would go see the kids in Kenya. Well, I saw them last October. And so surely I was thinking I will save up enough money and I'll go over there again for for round 2, only to find out they're going April. And I'm like, it's just so tight. With where I am right now, I'm taking a sales class. In the sales class, you have to have 3 weeks. You have to go every week for 3 weeks. And it's a live Zoom, and then you go through all the tiers, and you watch all the tiers, and then at the end of that 3 weeks, and you watch all the tiers and the modules and practice with other ladies, then you can go to the next step, which is take the test. And so you have to do, it's 4 tiers though. Every tier you have to do that. So I was like, if I take the trip to Kenya, then I'm missing probably tier 3 at that time, because I'm tier 1. I should finish that this week, and I can start tier 2 next week. So that would put me at 3 weeks, because we're already at the 5th. 21 plus 5 is 26. So at the end of March essentially would be the end of the 3 weeks, and you go to the next one. I would be at tier 3 if I was going to Kenya. Now, Kenya is a 10-day trip. It's 10 days plus you're talking about like a 20-hour flight on either end. So it's like a 12-day trip. And then I would have to, they're going April 1st through the 11th, which is 10 days. That's less than a month away. The trip is pretty pricey. And then I would have to figure out how to do my sales class, and I have some other things coming down the pipeline, so I think that might be a little too tight for me to swing in the way that I would like to, but I'm gonna have to sleep on it and figure out tomorrow morning what that looks like. So, and then when you're in Kenya, you don't always have internet, you don't always have water, you don't always have electricity, so then you have all those things that play a part. So, I don't know how much homework I'll be able to do in Kenya if I decide to go. But I would love to. Because I just saw them. I have so many clothes that I said I wanted to pack up with me, take them over there, ship them over there, just so I can give them to them. And that's what I bought. That's what I need. Because they said my suitcase was too heavy. I need to get some of them vacuum seal bags. Vacuum seal bags and vacuum seal some of that stuff so I can ship that back home. All right. I guess Q must be gone. Oh, it's 2:02. All right. All right, y'all. Any other questions that you have for me? It's 2 a.m., so we're going to call it a night. Generally, I like to get on at like 10:15, 10:30. Tonight was a bit extreme because of the circumstances of, traveling back from Augusta, from, just being and having other calls as well. So, tentatively, we will do this again tomorrow at 10:30. Love you all. Chat soon. Good night.